Should I? Okay. Mm. Hello, a very good morning to all of you. Today we have a very, very interesting topic, and we are going to talk about our whether our pets absorb our emotions or not, and if they are, then what's happening. So the interesting part is that before we begin all this, and it's a very emotional topic, and I was just coming to office from home, and all of my pets were like sitting and waiting. It's a Saturday. They usually know I don't go and work, and they were sensing my rush. So I would want to take a few minutes to align my energy. I would encourage all of you also just take a quick deep breath. Let's just relax and let's begin. I needed that few minutes of energetic alignment before I begin this. Okay, so we are talking about emotions and we are talking about animals. So a lot of times in my sessions, people ask me that uh, whether animals really have so many emotions, and then can they feel all those emotions? And yes, animals do have a lot of emotions, and they can sense emotions, and they can sense a lot of feelings. So, and how do I say that? So, before we go any further, let me quickly introduce myself to you. I am Dr. Parul Chaudhary. I'm an animal communicator. I'm an animal healer. I talk to animals, and that is what I do for a living. You know, I talk to animals, isn't it? It isn't amazing because this is what my passion was, and I always wanted to do this because I've lived a very, very beautiful and enriching life with animals. Um, Survi is asking, hi ma'am, how are you? I am very good, thank you. Welcome to the live. Today we have a very, very interesting topic to talk about, and let's begin. So animals are absorbing our emotions all the time. And how? I will do some funny little exercises, and I will encourage you to do it while I am talking to you about them here. And that will help you understand a lot of things about how animals are perceiving our world. And we might do interesting, quick, intuitive exercise by which I will teach you how you can send a message or send an emotion to your pets and see how they respond. So there's a lot of interesting things that we are going to do. But before I go there, I would want to share the idea and the philosophy behind the emotions and the animals. See, animals are absorbing, they experience all the emotions just like us. Like we experience fear, anxiety, love, and confusion, trauma, pain. They are experiencing everything just the way we are. Not only physical pain, they experience emotional pain as well. But there's a little difference here. We uh, we are expressing a lot of emotions, but what do we do when we are having a lot of overload of emotions? Many a times we push them under the carpet. We don't want to address them, or we just have to go about the day. So we just put up this front saying, we brave it out, we saying everything is okay, everything is fine, it really does not matter, and we are feeling okay. So um, we try to mask our emotions. Many a times we are not acknowledging our emotions. Many a times we are not processing them. Many a times we are not saying out aloud. But animals don't behave like this. They process emotions in a much different manner. They are very honest about it. They are very open. They do not know how to say that if they are feeling overwhelmed and you want them not to be overwhelmed in that situation. So they will not say, oh, it's okay, it does not matter, I'm being overwhelmed, but it's okay. And but I will just behave the way my human wants me to behave. They don't do that. So they will express their emotions at that very present moment, at that very time, in the manner that feels absolutely honest, raw, and natural to them. So they do not do under the carpet at all. um, Okay, I will take all the questions in a while. I will open it up for questions, but please keep putting your questions in the chat here. And once we do this little fun exercises, then we are going to start out with questions. So um, so then how do we understand how they are absorbing it? Sometimes we are not even explaining, or we are not even saying anything. We are just feeling something, and we see up at responding accordingly. So see, what happens is, when they are absorbing um, our emotions, because they are the byproduct of the environment in which we live in. Animals live with us in our space, and they hold our emotions for a reason. They're just not doing it because for the fun of it. They are doing it because, a, they are present in that moment with you. You are having a big experience, you're having an emotion, you're not feeling happy, or you're feeling sad, or there is something which is not working for you and you're very upset about it. So all those emotions, you are very much present there, but you say, I am not saying anything to my animal, I'm absolutely quiet, I'm sitting in a different room, and my animal is not even present there, and still my animal is absorbing, and my animal is able to understand the emotions that I have. Why? Because animals have learned to communicate through energy. So their language is the language of energy, and they understand and absorb the environment. That's how they live, that's how they survive. See, an animal who's sitting on the road, or an animal who's in your house, is continuously processing the environment, not by your conversations, but how you're feeling, how is the energy shifting. Let me give you a simple example, how they process the shift in the energy. So have you ever noticed that you're sitting peacefully, you're very happy, you're relaxed, and suddenly you start feeling excited because something is going to happen, somebody is coming to your house, you're very happy, you're very excited. Suddenly you get up, you start moving. So the dog who was sleeping also stretches, and he gets up, and he's also walking behind you, excited to see what's coming. And you are preparing, say for example, guests are coming, and you are preparing the house, you're putting the table, you're putting up decorations, or you're putting flower vases, whatever you are doing to welcome the people who are coming. Your excitement is very much shared by your animals. They will suddenly jump up on the table where you're putting the flower vase. They would want to come and see. If there's a cat, jump up is like a cat. If you have a cat, and the cat will jump up, come on the table, see, like when I'm putting candles, or when I'm putting flowers, is for people. When I am excited doing decoration, my friend is coming. So that is the time my cats will jump up on the table. They will come and see, oh, what is she doing? She's putting this, and they would be sleeping peacefully. I was also sitting chilled. They were also sleeping peacefully. Suddenly, my energy shifted from being peaceful to being happy, and then I want to change things, I want to do things. My energy shifted, and so does their energy also shifts, because they are very much, it's like one synergy. We are in an energetic bubble, they have an energetic bubble, and that bubble keeps colliding with each other all the time. And that's how we also process when we meet people. But the only thing is that we are not aware of it. We may not realize it, because sometimes we just walk in a room and we say, oh, I don't like this person, I've not even spoken a word. And or sometimes we say, oh, this is such a nice person, we don't even know that person. It's just the exchange of energy, how that person is feeling at that time. Their energy is happy, vibrant, and you want to connect with that energy. And sometimes your energy may not want to be in such a phase where you want to talk to somebody or meet somebody, and you like to go and with somebody who's very nice and quiet and looking absolutely peaceful. So it all depends upon how we are feeling and how we are processing the whole environment. And similarly, the animals are also doing the same thing. Okay, Vanya says, good morning. Will they stop absorbing our energy if we ask them? That is a big, big question, Vanya. And a lot of people have even put this question up on my Instagram story. I'd put up a story for people to ask questions on this topic. And I know I'm going to take this up. And it will be very interesting for you to know how they are processing that part. So, because we are humans, we just want to fix things, but animals are different. They are not interested in letting us fix anything. They are interested in helping us to grow and evolve. I'll come back to that question. I really want to do that question nicely, because that's a one common question that has been asked to me like umpteen number of times in my animal communication sessions, and I will come back to that. So, animals, we were talking about the emotions and how their energy shifts when our energy shifts, and how they absorb our things. And how many of you, I'm sure a lot of you are animal lovers here, and you have pets, and you've experienced life with animals. That is why you found my page, and I'm sure that is why you are here. So you have definitely experienced times when you are feeling sad, your dog coming next to you, putting his chin on your thigh, or trying to come and lick your tears. Or if you are feeling very emotional, they walking away and giving you the space to process the emotions. So they are absolutely connected. They're absorbing every bit of the emotional energy. Now, let me give you an example how this works. And I want you to do this exercise back home with your pet and see whether your pets are getting your message and they are understanding, and how they're communicating back with you. So what happens, I'll give you my one quick example. I'm a very, very I'm a stressful traveler. So whenever I travel, I have a lot of stress. Like I always feel, oh my God, I love traveling. It's not that I don't love. I want to go and travel to different places, but I just the feeling of leaving my animals and going is something that is very overwhelming for me. And I just wish that I could be just teleported. Though I enjoy the scenery, the drive, but sometimes I just feel that I don't want to. I just want to teleport out of my house, go to a vacation place, and just teleport myself back. And my animals absolutely, absolutely understand this. And so, in spite of my not saying anything, I'll tell you how the energy of the room starts shifting. So I'm sitting, and I know I have to travel. I have to travel in a day, and I have to pack. And suddenly, I will be. This happened last time with me, and I'm just trying to make that mental list because I don't want to bring out the suitcases. Less that my dogs will get anxious, more that I get very anxious when I'm packing and when I'm leaving. So I will push it to the last minute. And what I'll do is I'm sitting, and I'm just thinking that, oh, I have to pack these things and I have to put all these things. And suddenly, from being and I've just played with all of them, and they are all sitting next to me. And suddenly, Scooter will start whining, and I have not said anything to him. And suddenly, he'll start whining. He will come next to me. He will come and sit with me. He will come and put his two legs and park himself on me. And suddenly I'll start feeling very good because my energy shifts. Okay, now he's here. I don't have to get up and go and pack right now. We are happy. We are just petting. I'm petting him. He's giving me love, and we both are feeling okay in that moment. But then again, that same thought comes up. Okay, no, I have to go. I have to get up and do that. And instantly, Scooter will start, sulking. He will come. He will come and sit like this. He will put his hand on my suitcase. Actually, what is happening, he's just picking up on my energy because he knows that I am very stressed. He knows that I am the one who is who's not very happy traveling. So it's not that Scooter is anxious because I'm traveling, it is that I am anxious, and that is why he's getting anxious because I'm traveling. So in this example, I will also share that what most of the people say, what should we do? I will tell you what you need to do also, and how I kind of manage it when times like this happen. So what is they're sensing? First, he's sensing my feeling. He's sensing the shift in the energy from a very peaceful energy to my energy shifting. Then he's responding to how I'm feeling. Like, I don't want to get up. I don't want to pack. He's helping me. He's just coming and sitting on me. He says, don't move. You don't want to move. Don't push yourself. Just be here. He's helping me there. Then when I get up and I start packing and I start doing these things, that is the time when he is like, he will feel unsettled. So once I noticed this pattern, I've started changing the pattern, because now I notice that, okay, my traveling brings me stress, which brings him stress. And I want, just like Vanya said, can we tell them to stop doing this? No, but we can change ourselves to help them feel calm and comfortable. Because again, it is not them. We can only tell somebody to stop doing something if they are the ones who are doing it. They are not the ones who are doing it. They are just picking up your emotions and helping you through that time by, say, for example, Scooter whining or sitting on me, not letting me move. That is his way of trying to help me and manage that situation, which most of the time we do not want. What do we say? oh, I'm anxious. Why is he getting anxious? He is living here in the house. Everybody is there. There are people who will take care of you. You will get your food. You will get everything. That's fine. He will get everything. The food is there. The people are there. But what is missing is that is not his problem. He's just picking up on your problem. So whose problem is it? Problem is yours. So if it is your problem, he cannot fix it. We will have to fix it for him to feel relaxed and calm. So that is what I learned very earlier on, having pets in my life, that this is how they are picking up. But I understood it completely when I started working with animals as an animal communicator. Then is when I understood, oh, it works like that. So earlier, when I was not an animal communicator and when I didn't understand animals so deeply, I always was like to trying to tell them, look, I want you to promise me that you are not going to get anxious and you are going to be okay and everything is going to work out fine. And all these promises, while I was doing, I was shaking inside because I was scared to leave them and go. Not that they were locked up in a house alone, not that they were not getting food, but that is something that I had to deal with. That was my emotion. So we are asking, sometimes we ask our pets to do something which is not even theirs. We are asking them to correct something which does not even is their emotion. So I want you to do another beautiful exercise. Okay, there are a lot of questions popping up. I will just give me a minute and I will finish this because my line of thought will get here and there, and then I will come back to it. So I'll give you another exercise by which you will understand that how quickly your pets pick up your unsaid communications, your feeling and emotions. Try this. So, and I'm sure a lot of you must have experienced this. So this time when you're getting ready to take them out for a walk, don't say your usual thing. We all have those certain usual phrases that we say that, okay, let's go for a walk. Where is your leash? It's walk time. I'm sure we all have these phrases with our pets that we use. So this time, do not use that phrase loudly and sit down and just take a few deep breaths and show the excitement. Bring that excitement up. Suppose that word is walkie walkie. Let's say that is the word that you use when you're taking your pet out for a walk. Now, you just close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and say walkie walkie. And do not just say it like flat without any emotion or experience, because they are not only picking up your they are not only picking up the words that you are saying or the energy, they are picking up the whole package. So the whole package is, I'm saying walkie walkie, I'm happy, I'm excited, and then in my head I have an image of my dog on a leash and I'm taking him out of the door. So if you're able to send this message, and even if your dog is sleeping or your dog is resting, and you do that and see what happens. Because there are times, many a times, when I am about to take them for a walk and I'm just sitting and I'm only thinking, wow, I'm going to walk outside, it's such lovely weather, we are going to have so much of fun out, and this is going to be exciting. And when I'm thinking like that, I will see Golu get up and he just comes and he stands next to me. He says, yes, you are thinking about the walk, good, let's walk out together, let's go on a walk. So try this exercise. Could be a walk situation, could be anything that you do with your pet, and just keep that energy, keep that excitement, say that phrase in your head, feel happy about it, whatever emotion that phrase brings in, and then an image, and see how they respond. That will help you understand how much your pets are absorbing of whatever you are saying and doing. Okay, there are a lot of questions. I also have a lot of questions. Let's begin. So Apurva is saying, yesterday I noticed one of my pet is absorbing a lot of my emotional energy because my pet are suffering. Someone yesterday asked for Shiro's smiling picture and no picture from 6 months. Okay. So again, as I said, Apurva, that yes, they do absorb our energy. But if you really want to bring that smile on Shiro's face, you have to see And sometimes we have to slow ourselves down, sometimes we have to breathe, because suddenly as pet parents, when we feel, oh, our pets are absorbing our emotional, we get into this big guilt trap, and we start feeling guilty. Oh my god, it's something that we are not doing right. There is this we are not good parents and we are not taking care of them. And suddenly we put ourselves into that guilt trap, and we start feeling so guilty about it, as if it is like, it just feels a bigger responsibility. Oh my god, I'm feeling so sad, and now I have to do this also. So let's not get into that energy. Okay, yes, my pet does not have a smiling picture for last 6 months, so let's see, what do I need to do first? When somebody asks you, when you are processing this is a big emotion to process. So first you just slow yourself down, take a few deep breaths, sit down. If your pet is around, great. If not, get him into your energetic space and just try to sit with him. Just breathe, take a few long deep breaths, and start seeing, okay, yes, this is something. Start observing actually what you're feeling. Name those feelings. Say, okay, I am guilty. I am feeling guilty that my pet is not feeling happy because I am sad, or I am the reason why that's happening. First you have to name what is it that is bringing up that energy. Then you start seeing that, okay, here is why this is coming up. Then you start going deeper and saying, why am I feeling this way? Why is this coming up? Why am I feeling guilty? So when you start doing this work with your pet, it is your pet is able to see, oh, this my human is just trying to process their emotions. They're trying to understand what's happening, and suddenly all the heaviness that your pet is feeling also starts dissipating, because when you are processing it in your body and understanding and seeing why it is originating, you may not be able to fix it. See, healing is, when we use the word healing, does not only mean physical healing, does not only mean that when a healer is sitting in front of you and moving their hands or doing something to you, then healing happens. Healing happens when we start seeing things in the right perspective. And many a times your animals, when we say, oh, he's absorbing my energy, oh, he's absorbing my emotion, and eventually it starts showing up in their physical body. So let it not go there. So you start your energy and healing work. You don't need any big healers to do that. It is very simple. You can do it on your own with your pet, because your pet is absolute the healer in your life. They're here for a purpose, they're here for a reason. They want to help you heal. So you and your pet can be the best team together to release this. And then you start figuring out, okay, why I am feeling this way, why I am feeling guilty, and what is it that I'm not doing. Or probably we would play together and now we are not playing. Okay, fine, we can start that routine again. Okay, we can start doing that again. So you start processing it. The moment you start processing and observing it, it becomes lighter on their body, because they are only presenting it to you. What you are not willing to see, they are just bringing it up for you. That is all they are doing, because they want to help you to release whatever is not working for you. Just the way Scooter would bring up for me, the whining, the sitting on my lap, the putting the hand on the suitcase. He's just trying to show me, hey, this is you. You are the one who gets anxious like this. I'm just showing it to you. You want me to release it? Let's work together. First you release, then it automatically goes out of my system, because anyway it is not mine. I am just holding it for you to show you how it works. So that is how this works beautifully. Okay, this is some other language that I can't read. I will pick up the English one. Ma'am, sometimes the Priyanshu is saying, ma'am, sometimes the condition becomes out of our hand. Like in some cases, I'm not able to control my anxiety. Then what to do in that situation? I just answered that question, that what you need to do is you should name your anxiety. Let your pet know. Don't hide it. Don't tell your pet, oh, everything is fine and I'm going to manage it. And you put up that front outward saying that, oh, I am just okay and I'm absolutely managing this beautifully. No, they are not looking for perfect human beings. They are looking for present and honest human beings who are willing to work with them. So that is something that you can do, and that will really help. First, understand our animals are many a times mirroring things, just they're mirroring back to us for us to see, hey, you can work on this, you can understand this. So don't worry about the perfection. And the worst in the whole mix is the guilt. When as pet parents we have that guilt of not doing the right thing, then is when it becomes a bigger problem. So replace that guilt with action. So, okay, I have this guilt, I understand I'm guilty, or I'm feeling this way, this is heavy, but what am I going to do about it? Let's sit and see what action can I take, because animals love the action part. They love the energy of movement. They love the energy of seeing things, because that's what they do. They're always very action oriented. If anything has happened, it is happening right here. They're present in this moment. They are acting. So that is something that they're doing. Okay, so okay, these are the questions that are coming from Instagram more. All right. Okay, lot of questions. Let's just stick to that. How do you realize whether, so Madhukar is saying, how do you realize whether your pets that have passed have reincarnated and are now leading their new lives, or do they still watch over you? They always watch over you. They are always, always connected to you. And how do you realize whether your pets that have passed have reincarnated? There is I guess it's a less of a realization. If you're asking me as an animal communicator, I always talk to them and I always ask them, and they will always give you signs. And even the best part, Madhukar, even if they have reincarnated, say for example your pet is there and they have reincarnated somewhere else, does not mean that they are not watching you, because a part of them always exists in that plane, because we do not come back completely. So if we are reincarnating, it's not our entire soul which comes here and there is nothing else. We always have an anchor back. And that's how we go and merge with light. When we say we go and merge with light, yes, we merge with the higher power, but we have this anchor there. A part of us is always existing in that realm. So when our soul reincarnates, it goes and merges there, first with that part, and then we merge with light. So your pets are always watching over you. They are not gone anywhere, even if when they are in the spirit, no matter where their physical body is, what they are doing, they may be playing. Because I'll tell you the interesting part. You may see your animals in the house playing, jumping, tearing a toy or chewing a bone. And suddenly you are having this big emotional moment and you feel, oh, they're busy, they're not absorbing our energy. They are, because they can live in 3D and 5D at the same time. They're very, very connected to us. They are very, I would say their psychic sense, their intuitive sense is far better. Most of the time, we do not give them the credit for their intuition, and we kind of underestimate their intuitive powers. But I always say that the work that I'm able to do so beautifully is not because I am a great intuitive or a psychic person, because I communicate and connect with animals who are absolutely psychic, intuitive, very, very well connected, understand energy beautifully. So I'm communicating with a being who is higher up in all these things. So we should not underestimate the intuitiveness, the psychicness of our animals, because they are very sharp. They would not miss an opportunity, even if they are in the spirit, to come down to help you, to be with you, or to support you, no matter what they're doing in their physical 3D life, even if they have reincarnated anywhere else. Okay, how do you work with them to let it go? Oh, this is Beena Patel. Okay, Beena. So, how do you work with them to let go? I just told you, name it, address it. You can only see it is not their issue. Like Scooter is not stressed because of traveling. Scooter is not traveling anywhere. So if somebody has to let go, it is me who has to let go. I have to sit. I have to tell him, look, I'm working on this. This is what I'm doing. These are the things I'm doing. First, I have to acknowledge it. Like in my case, even now sometimes it feels like that. So before I travel, I always tell them, look, yes, I'm working on it, and this is what I'm doing, and this is how it's going to happen, and this is how I'm feeling, but I know this will go away because this is happening. So it's like when you're explaining the situation to them, not loudly, but sitting down quietly, first managing your energy, sitting down, naming your emotions. What am I feeling currently? How and why I am feeling this way? When you are able to do that exercise, you will automatically start feeling lighter. So what they're absorbing from you is anyway gone, because it's not there. And it does not happen overnight. If I tell you it's something that you can just do it like this, no, it won't happen. It takes exercise, it takes repetition, and doing it again and again is when you'll be able to master that. But it is very, very easy to do that. It does not require any complicated phrases, statements. It just requires your honesty. how exactly you're feeling at that moment. Okay, Karan says, is my cat sudden illness linked to my emotional state? Should I talk to her about my emotions? Absolutely. You can talk to her, you can talk to your cat about your emotions, and something that um, like a heavier emotion, because see what happens, every disease is emotional in origin. First it will manifest in the emotional body, then it will manifest in the physical body. If you are holding emotions for too long, which you are not able to process and are heavy, and you have a pet at home, and your pet is absorbing it, and if that is the purpose and that is the reason that the pet has come in your life, for you to address those emotions, to clear that energy, your pet will not leave any stone unturned, whether it is physical illness, whether it is behavior, whether it is whatever. They will bring that up for you to know and understand, hey, I'm here to work on this with you. So you better see and acknowledge this part. Ma'am, if my pet is suffering, should be saying, ma'am, if my pet is suffering from arthritis, can it be because of my stress? Now again, all these questions are kind of stemming up from guilt. um, See, it's not that your stress and arthritis are going like immediately. It's not I am stressed today, I'm having arthritis, and it is my stress which is giving it, and my pet is feeling it, and my pet is having this. So let's not get anxious about it, because remember, while you're doing this live, you're sitting with me, and you are worrying and putting all these questions also, they are still absorbing it. So, should be saying, ma'am, is my pet suffering from arthritis? Can it be because of my stress? Sometimes they hold, sometimes, it's not always, sometimes they may have a physical condition. So, the best thing to do is go to a vet, get them checked, understand the cause of the physical condition. And if there is a lot of stress which is happening in and around your space, then definitely, if you are stressed, if there is a stressful environment, that will add on to that condition. So, it is not necessary that the arthritis began because of the stress. There could be other physical reasons by which the arthritis began, but your stress can make it worse or can add to it. Apurva, this is an eye opener session, ma'am. Thank you, Apurva. Apurva says, lots of love and blessing to you. Thank you. Okay, so let me see. Do pets fall ill because they want us to learn something about ourselves? Yes, sometimes they can. Now I'm picking up all the questions that I have from Instagram. So, yes, that can happen, but not all the time. If that is the sole lesson, then that can happen. Do my cats understand my care and intentions, how much I love them? Absolutely. Try it. Why don't you try? Just sit down, close your eyes, and just send them that I love you, that big, big emotion, when you say I love you, and then see your cat, you see yourself petting your cat, loving your cat, and then if you're able to present that image well with that big emotion of love, you'll see your cat coming up to you and bringing up her chin, or wanting her to she will want you to pet. This is interesting. This reminds me of what I do with Yuki. So Yuki is one of my cat. He's very affectionate, but there are times when when he decides not to come, and he's doing something, and I want to go and pet him and love him, and I don't want to just pick him up and violate his boundaries by squishing him or petting him. I don't want to do that. So what do? I just sit down, I close my eyes, and I just imagine, Yuki, I love you so much, Yuki. And that big emotion I bring, and I'm feeling all squishy here, and I'm feeling all mushy here, and I want him to come, and I'm very, very excited. But I don't create that image that I'm going to come, I'm going to squish you, because he does not like that at all. So I create that image where I see him coming, sitting, purring on me, and I am petting him here. And trust me, whenever I have done that, it's never ever, that has never failed. He always shows up, no matter he's sleeping, he's playing, whatever he's doing, because whatever he's doing in his 3D world, his hotline is always connected to me. And similarly, your pets have a hotline connected to you, that does not miss. That is their deep intuitive side, that is their deep energy work that they always keep doing with us. So that is always connected. So try doing this and see how your cat comes up to you, or your pet shows up. Okay, sorry. I thought I was reading those questions. I was reading these. I don't know if my pet sleeps whole day and won't eat much. He may be absorbing emotions. Let's not put everything on emotions. Yes, they do absorb emotions. Good idea is to go and get a veterinary checkup done, get proper blood work done. Understand first your pet is feeling. How is he feeling? Is he physically not feeling okay? Let's fix that first. And if you feel that, yes, I am going through a big emotional phase and I am processing a lot of emotions and I am feeling very sad and depressed currently, then name those emotions. Sit down, get your pet into your space, energetic space. When I'm saying energetic space, does not mean go grab your pet and make him sit in front of you. No, we don't have to do that. We just have to close our eyes, take a deep breath, and see how, visualize, see your pet sitting in front of you. That's all you need to create. And if while you're doing that, your pet, in most of the time, if you're doing that correctly, your pet will also come and sit in that space. But even if it does not mean that you're doing it wrong, does not mean that it's not working. There are no hard and fast rules to this. How do I ensure my pet does not absorb my stress and negativity? Work on it. That is the best thing. You need to work. Our animals are not here just to love us or to just be a companion with us. They want us to do the deeper work that we are pushing under the carpet. How can I tell if my Lewis is taking my stress or emotions are affecting him? You'll again have to sit down and name your emotions. Once you start naming your emotions and feelings and addressing them, they're not expecting you to change in a day, but they are expecting you to be honest about it and understand what you're feeling. So once you start doing that, and if you see Lewis has started feeling better, he's becoming more peppier, yes, then Lewis was definitely absorbing your emotions. Okay, can pets pick up our emotions we are not aware of ourselves? Yes, they do. Another very, very good question. Yes, they do pick up emotions that we are also not aware of ourselves. Suppose, again, I'll go back to the same example. I like to stick with one example because that makes it easier for everybody to understand. It took me a lot of time to understand that why I behave like this when I have to travel. That was not something I never knew that I'm anxious of traveling. That was something I never thought. I've traveled so much all my life, but my behavior would always change before I travel. I would like one of my very typical behavior would be I would push my packing to the last minute. Like I know now, finally I have to do it. Like I know the flight is in the morning at 8 o'clock, and now it is 12 in the night. If I don't pack now nothing is going to work. I have to pack. So pushing that thing till the last minute. Now these are the things I have sat down. I worked on myself. Like I named these emotions. I did that. Then is when I realized but my pets have been picking this up much before I was doing this animal communication work, much before I understood that this behavior is because I'm anxious. I feel these emotions, or I become stressed when I have to leave. Letting go is not something which is very easy for me. So letting go and moving out of my nest was something that was not easy. So there was a ton of things that I had to work with to understand that, oh, this is how it's happening. But I'm very, very thankful to my animals because they were the ones who were ringing that bell outside and trying to tell me that, hey, there is something inside that you need to fix. So they are able to see us inside out. And sometimes they bring up something which we have not even seen, and we are wondering why they are doing that again and again. We do not understand. There is no reason. I don't see any trigger. I don't see this. And still, an animal is behaving like that. Trust me, no animal behaves without a reason. We just have to sit down and find that reason. And sometimes the reason is not anywhere outside, it is inside us, which we are not even looking. Why is my pet anxious even when nothing stressful is happening? Oh, I already intuitively answered that question before I read it. Is my pet suffering because I am stressed? Again, all these questions are bringing that energy. When I'm reading that question, I can feel the heaviness that with which this question is asked. Again, relax. It's okay. If we are all emotional beings. We will have emotions, we will have feelings, we will have stresses, we will have everything. It's not wrong to have all those emotions, and you are not guilty, but you have to work. You cannot bypass the work that they are bringing up for you. So it's okay if you're if you feel that the stress is what you are stressed about, them being stressed, there is definitely a link there. There is something to go back and check, because you cannot be stressed about them being stressed without no connection happening there. I think that's the best way to understand. If this is stressing you so much, then definitely there is something that you need to look at. Should I hide my emotions from my pet? How? You cannot do that. You cannot hide your emotions from your pet. That's a little psychic being who's going around checking on you. Oh, what is my human feeling? So it's like, in some of my animal communication sessions, it's so hilarious how they show themselves. They show me themselves like many a times like those little minions who are going here and there and they're watching. Oh, that's happening. They're jumping. So sometimes they come in the animal communication session and they describe they're they're watching you in a very very funny and hilarious manner. And yes, they are watching you all the time. You cannot hide. What do you think, that you can go in your office and cry and sulk and feel bad so that your pet does not absorb your emotions? You'll come with a nice clean face, with a smile on your face, and they will say, oh, welcome. No, they know what all you did in that, because again, that hotline, that connection, it is always there. They are connected to you. They are 5D beings. They can absolutely understand what's happening. Okay, why does my pet become clingy when I am low? Just the way Scooter was becoming so clingy to me when I was feeling low and I was not wanting to travel, and still I had to travel. So they are just coming there to help you. And if that time you both sit down and you start doing some breath work and start naming your emotions, calm yourself, and then you see how it changes for them. Are some animals more sensitive than others? Yes, depends. Every animal has got their personality. Like some of them would, you would have some people come and tell me that, oh, my pet never comes when I'm crying. They will never come and console me, and he's not coming and sitting next to me, and he's absolutely behaving as if he does not care. Actually, that's not true. He's just bringing up that front that he does not care, but he's making you feel bad enough to understand the connection. He's giving you that feeling, oh, I am I he's making you feel that way because there is something that you both need to sit and work. So they have different personalities. It's not that they do not care. They may present themselves like that because they want you to work deeper. Because sometimes what happens, we start using our animals as, oh, I'm feeling low, I'm going to cry, hug my animal and cry, and suddenly I feel better, and this is good. So I didn't do any work on that. I just palmed that off to my animal, and then this happens repeatedly. And that is why sometimes your animals may decide. You may get an animal in your life which says, hey, I'm not taking all this. I want you to work on this. Don't come crying to me and I'm going to fix it for you. No, I'm not going to give you that love. Though I love you unconditionally, I'm here to help you, I'm here to support you, but this time it's not going to look like this. It's going to look different, because in this time and phase of your life, you have to do different work to fix what needs to be fixed. Okay, what is one simple thing I can do today? Lovely, great question. Breathe. Take slow deep breaths. Sit down, relax, close your eyes. Feel that calm wash over you. Instantly, your animal's energy will start shifting, whether they are hyper, they are running, they're playing. Do this exercise today and see how it works. And then, if you're feeling heavy about something, there is something that you've been holding, you wanted to say, and you don't want to bring that emotion up, talk about it, name it, say, hey, I am feeling this way. You want to write about it, write about it. You want to say loudly, talk loudly. You just want to do an inner an inner conversation, do that. So just do this and see how it works. Okay, I think I'm done with all the questions. Yep, lovely. So it was lovely talking to you. And let me just check here if I have not missed any question here. Wait, oopsie, how does this bar work? Oh, it works like this. uh, okay. Oh, there are more here. Um, Where is the last one? Why is my dog taking my sickness all the time? He keeps very low these days and facing health issues like skin problems and allergies and lying down all day. It is very hard for me to see. I think I've already answered this question. You need to see why and how and what you're feeling. And very important, if it is a physical condition, if the emotions have gone to that point that he is absorbed so much and there's a physical condition, vet visit mandatory. After you've done your vet visit, after you've done your medicines, and still you feel things are not working, there are a lot of other ways that we can help. We can always connect and ask to do an animal communication session. Ask him what is he feeling, how he wants you to support him. Is there an energy work he needs, or healing, or anything? Is it possible that cats leave when their job is done and run away due to our energy? Well, this is very specific to the animal, but yes, sometimes animals leave when their job is done, when they have done their soul lesson. But that does not mean that you do not do the job and they will still stick around. No, this is a little complicated, and it works independently when we connect with each and every animal. We cannot generalize this. My second stray is young, 1.5, and sleeps in my porch, and now has started growling at others and me too, who give him food and shelter. There is something that you need to see what is happening. And always we can do an animal communication, Minakshi, and find out why he's bringing this up. But before but you can always think that what changed, what is it that you're feeling, what is happening in your space. Just speak out, sit quietly, take a few deep breaths, and just speak out and see your emotions, where they are leading to you. And we can always connect also. Can pets Apurva says, can pets pick up other people's emotion, like someone who hates them? um, well, if they are a part of your family and they're living in that space, yes, they can. Why is my dog taking my sickness all the time? He is keeping. Okay, this is the same question again asked. Ma'am, thank you so much. All this information is very helpful. Thank you, Surbi. Fruity is in destructive mode. She's destroying everything. How should I help her? It's a great idea, Muskan, to sit down, take a few deep breaths, and see what you are currently feeling. And see, is there something that you are not bringing out, not it is something that you're not seeing, you're putting it under the carpet, and you're not willing to process. So just check that and then see what happens. Baby kittens around 1 month, can they also absorb our energy? Every animal, Shreya, can. It does not depend upon their age, their size. They can, because that's how they're wired. Their work, they are wired to survive by sensing, absorbing, and understanding the environment around them. That is how they survive. Okay, it was lovely talking to all of you, and I shall meet you on next to next Saturday. I meet you twice a month, and if you want to know such um, deep rooted, soulful information about your pets, then you're very smart. You know what you need to do. I have a smart set of audience. I know they. You just have to go and subscribe, press the bell icon to get notifications, and I will see you soon. Bye bye. Take care. Thank you. Thank you so much for all of you coming here. And we had such a fabulous conversations, and this is so enriching. A community where we connect, and we are so deeply connected to our animals, and we are all here for the love and affection they bring us and the love we have for them. So understanding, learning together. It was fun talking to you. Bye bye.